It's your boy Jamar back with another video, back with another banger. And today I'll be reviewing Sistas season 10, episode 6, entitled Anything But Shy. And this episode was extremely boring. I'm not even going to be around the bush like, oh my goodness, what a snooze fest this season has been so far and a disappointment. I don't know what they're really trying to do. I don't even see what the story is going. It just seems like a whole hot mess, and it seems like whoever is writing the season don't really know what they're doing. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping that this is just like a slow starter building. But it's like we're in episode 6, and what have we achieved? We have achieved nothing. This is getting ridiculous. So, the episode starts off with Andy and Fatima talking to Danny. Andy's trying to call the police. Danny's trying to stop them. And Danny just keeps beating around the bush, telling them, oh, it's not that big of a deal, it's nothing, and this and that, there, yada, 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 a whole bunch of nothing, a whole bunch of nothing. So, basically, she was just basically telling them nothing happened. And then Tony walks in, and they just keep pressing her. And she finally, and then she did say something slick to Fatima, though. She was like, oh, you're not Sabrina. And Fatima's basically like, no, I'm not Sabrina, or whatever, whatever. So basically, Tony comes in, and she basically blurts out that she was almost raped, but she fought him off, and that was it. And is that what they wanted to know? She basically kicked everybody out. So Andy and Fatima leave, but Tony stays with her overnight in case the guy comes back. So he sleeps on the couch. So then Fatima comes home to Zach, and she's like crying, and Zach's comforting her, and she's telling Zach that what Danny said, but she feels like she was actually raped or something because there's no way that, she feels like Danny's hiding something from them. So then Zach comforts Fatima and this and that there. So then Andy's getting ready for work, and Cheyenne's up, and Andy's basically telling Cheyenne, don't go back to sleep, do something, early bird gets the worm, whoop-de-woo. So then Maurice is at the bank, and he's basically telling Paige he's seen Sabrina the other day, and he's just, bummed out about that. And we go to this long... Y'all gotta stop with the flashbacks, because this was such an unnecessary flashback that lasted 2 minutes for no reason. Y'all need to stop with the flashbacks. It's getting ridiculous. So they do a flashback, and Paige is basically just telling Maurice it's okay to not be okay. And then that's when the new supervisor walks in. I guess she's filling in for Sabrina while she's gone. So then Danny wakes up, and Tony is there, and he's basically talking to her. He's basically trying to convince her to go out and get some breakfast, because she needs to eat something and this and that and the third. So then Andy comes to work, and she tells Mr. Benson everything that happened. And Hayden's there telling, throwing slight little shade, and they kick Hayden out because he's doing way too much. But she tells Mr. Benson that her car blew up, and she thinks that is Dr. Cruz. And he basically trying to tell her, if you don't have no solid evidence, you shouldn't be going around saying that because we can get a defamation lawsuit on us, and that's not what we want. So then basically Hayden is like antagonizing Fatima, and then that's when Andy walks in. He just walks out, and Andy and Fatima are talking about Danny, and she basically saying, I feel like Danny's hiding something for us, and whatever. So then Zach finds out that Zach's at home. He finds out that the gym that he was trying to fund in, they rejected his offer, and he's bummed out about that. So then Cheyenne's at home dancing and texting, whatever. That's things irrelevant. So then Maurice and Pam are at the salon. Maurice is basically upset with Pam because she's making changes without talking to him or Danny about it. So then Zach goes to see Rich, and Rich basically tells Zach about Madison. He feels like he should meet Madison and this and that. So then Danny and Tony come back from their little breakfast date or whatever, and Danny's basically asking Tony, why is he still here? And then Tony's basically saying, is there more that you're not telling me? And then the episode ends. So we're basically dragging this whole thing with Danny not telling them what's actually happening. And I'm just over it. Like, this is getting ridiculous. And it's like, come on now. Like, it does get to a point. I'm going to try to stick it in, but by the first half, nothing happens. I'm not returning for the second half of the season. So I'm just letting y'all know now. I'm even struggling finishing the first half. So that's how this episode ended, and I will see you guys next week, unfortunately, for episode 7.